Buggish Jake here to showcase the new Adventure Force TriggerFire. This is by Busby Toys and is a unique take for them. This is actually a completely grip activated blaster. So let's take a look at it. As you can see included, you get the blaster, a drum, a sight, and darts. Now that I've had a chance to spend some time with the TriggerFire, let's continue on with the review. So what is the TriggerFire? It is a $20 blaster with a 30 round capacity, spring powered, and it's actually primed and fired by squeezing the whole grip as such. That is a single-handed use. So yes, you could 100% have two of these and be going out like this. That's awesome. I mean, there is no understating that. This thing has capacity. Oh, and performance-wise, as long as you're not using the Busby long-distance darts, I'm actually getting right around 70 FPS. When I threw in Nerf Elites, Adventure Force waffle tips, E-Kind waffle tips, Men Guns, X-Shot Excel darts, and various others, I was averaging right around 68 to 72 feet per second, depending on the dart and variances in that. So right at a 70 FPS average, with what is in essence a grip-powered slam fire blaster. Now, the thing is, with the way that this is done, you can also be careful and precise. You're not ruining your accuracy by doing this. If you hold it steady, you can, as I've been doing out here in my workshop, hit targets. So you can ease the shot, or just for the fun of it, you can go like this. And believe me, that's fun. And yeah, I did skip one, and I've had that happen a couple times as I'm absolutely spamming shots. And what happens is a user error. That's when you've pulled it, and when you start to pull the grip, it rotates the cylinder, and then it fires. So if you half pull it, like you're in a hurry and you just half pull, it'll rotate the cylinder, not fire the dart. You go on to the next one and fire it instead. So just got to be careful and make sure full squeeze, not half. So outside of that, I haven't had a single issue with this, and I've just been spamming shots, which is hilariously fun. This thing is going to be one of the kings of spamming shots now. And for close quarters, or for a secondary, because this does have a sling point through here or here. It doesn't have one back here at the grip, and I understand why, but they could also put one at the very back of the shell. But there is one right through here you could use. This thing would be amazing to pair up with something that was a little higher powered. Again, getting around at 70 FPS with the ability to spam shots. The main thing I'm going to note is these long distance darts, this shipment of them has had worse performance. I'm going to note that, and I don't know what's happened there, because normally they provide very good performance on the chronograph. I've been getting lower on every blaster so far out of the 4 that I've tested with them. They've dropped the FPS by around 5 or more, and that's noticeable on a stock blaster. If I put in any other brand of dart, and especially if I put Busby's Precise Pros in there, I get significantly better performance over these. So these would be useful for around the house, spamming shots, left and right at close range, but keep that in mind. Something just to note. You get a bunch of them, you get 30 of them, so you can fill up the drum and go at it until you lose them, and then replace them with something else. But the blaster itself, I'm having a hard time finding a fault with this thing. I think this is the hidden gem out of the 4 new releases coming up, and it may be my favorite of the year so far, because I am a Busby guy, so I do look forward to their releases. But how many blasters do we have out on the market that have, you know, either trigger or grip activation like this and can spam shots at an average of 70 FPS with a 30 round drum and good ergonomics and a very solid shell. Again, I keep noting this in the reviews. This plastic seems to be a noticeable step up over some recent releases, and especially over the old classic Busby blasters. This is, you know, definitely on par with, you know, the Nerfs, the X-Shots, the Dart Zones, you know, the other big three. So they've produced something that's on par there. Oh, and Foregrip and pistol grip, very comfortable. Despite having that mechanism in here, this is not some huge cumbersome grip. I think everybody can use it. And the pivot point is down here at the bottom, so you have a lot of leverage. It's not a short little lever that you're trying to pull like Nerf has done in the past with a pull trigger to activate. This is the whole grip, so you get to put the force of your whole hand into it. Makes it very easy. I can't get tired of that. That's a lot of fun. It really is. This thing is a lot of fun. There's nothing I can say bad about it. It's a $20 blaster, so not too expensive. You get the blaster, a little attachable sight that has crosshairs in it, and enough darts to fill it up. And the thing is that this is a tight rail there, but this thing is comfy to use, fun to use, and pretty good value. $20 for this. So I think this is going to be the hidden gem of the whole group. And this TriggerFire is just fantastic. And again, they went with the bright, cheerful, colorful color schemes on all these blasters, and this is no different. It's just fun. It's fun embodied. And I think out of all of them, this is going to be the one that I say is a absolute must-buy. I don't think anybody out there would be disappointed in buying this, no matter what your age, no matter how serious you take the dart blaster hobby, or if you're just somebody having fun around the house with your friends and family. I think the TriggerFire is the hidden gem, and I'm going to say it now. This is my pick of the lot. I want 10 of them. I want 10 of them. I want to paint them all up in different colors. I want to mod one. I want to try to make this, once you install the drum, it's installed. I want to make this actual rod. That's how you install the drum, is you shove the rod in place once you put the drum in position. I want to make that removable so I can do a drop drum mod instead of drop cylinder. So, because imagine if you had like 3 or 4 drums in a pouch and just pull that out, slap the next one in, and just go. This thing itself, I mean, man, in HVZ, this thing would be exhilarating. I mean, just spam shots, or take your time, accurately aim, and fire. This thing can do both. And you don't need extreme FPS in that. But, man, I can see this thing, and it's comfortable to wield around, especially like around tight areas. This TriggerFire is absolutely a home run for me. I can't say anything bad about it. I really can't. Other than the darts themselves. Busby's long distance darts, I don't know what happened. They had an improved version that they put with some Target exclusive blasters, and I wish they had carried that dart onto everything else, because it was far superior. Busby, if you watch, that's my one tip. This thing's a home run. Absolute home run. I love this thing. I'm going to recommend it, period, over a lot of blasters for fun. And if you're just wanting to grab something that will put a smile on your face, I think the Adventure Force TriggerFire better be near the top of your list. But this mug is Jake with my review of the Adventure Force TriggerFire by Busby Toys, available exclusively at Walmart and on Walmart.com. A link will be in the description of the video. And if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed and you enjoyed the content, go ahead, hit the subscribe button. And I would appreciate if you did enjoy it, share the video around. I just recently started putting this at the end because I would like to see the channel grow. And you can help that out quite a bit if you have enjoyed it and you think that I've earned it. But thank you for watching, and I do sincerely hope you enjoyed this.